And we are live. What's going on, everyone? This is Avidan. Welcome to episode 3 of Avidan Direct. Today we are joined by quite a few people this time. I got 4 more people with me this time, and we are going to talk about E3 2018. That was a lot to say. All right, so first of all, intros. I am going to go down the list. First, we're going to start off all the way to the left, and Mama Mercy.
Hi guys, it's Mama Mercy. Glad to be here.
About your channel? We gonna plug it?
Oh yeah. You can find me at Mama Mercy Gaming. It's been one of those kind of days, dude.
No problem. No problem.
One of those days.
I'm in a jokey mood today. Don't worry about me. Next on the list is NX Revolution. I love this avatar, by the way.
Yeah, you can find me at NX Revolution on YouTube. Do video game content. Any view I express will be coming from someone who is studying game development and design. So I'll be covering Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo.
Okay. Next we have Player Essence up.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
I am doing good. Channel's we're having a lot of fun here. I'm glad to be here with all of you guys, and let's have a good show, huh?
Okay. Next up, WM Gamer.
Hello everybody, I'm WingGamer55 here. Glad to be here.
Hi guys, I'm Avidan. How you doing today?
Oh, what was I supposed to introduce you or something?
No. I'm just playing. So guys, before we get into the main topic, I want to touch on some smaller topics because there was some pretty good news topics that happened this week that I feel that we should really go over. So everyone knows that the Nintendo Switch had problems with voice chat probably throughout not say problems, they didn't have the best voice chat when they started off with their online service. And Fortnite now has native voice chat. Now my question to the panel is, do you think this is going to be something exclusive only for Fortnite, or is this the start for not only major developers but Nintendo first parties as well? And William, why don't you take the question first?
All right, so I'm trying to find the list of all the stuff you sent me. I'm very unprepared right now because I just got home. So what's the question again?
What do you think is going to be the first? What do you think with the Fortnite having the let's start over. Fortnite, when it comes down to their voice chat, it's been a long day for me too, guys. With their voice chat, what do you think is going to be Nintendo's next move? Are they going to make this exclusive only for Fortnite, or do you think that this is going to be something for all Nintendo games when the online service is full-fledged in September?
I'm trying to think about from Nintendo's perspective. I think they're going to try to do both. They're trying to enforce the app with their first-party games, but they're going to let any of their multi-class or partner developers utilize the voice chat within the system if the developers choose to. So I say both.
All right, cool. OJ?
It looks like to me that they're going to do, it's where you have the option that it's going to be a companion app eventually. From what we're looking at here, there was a rumor going around. I know, I'm sorry guys, but there was a rumor going around that the SDKs now allow for voice chat to be put in on any game. So I think it's just a matter of time before once Nintendo has everything set together with their online, that they say, hey, you're going to be able to have online directly through, or you're going to be able to have it on the app. I don't think it's necessarily going to be like you have to use the app for like first party games compared to third party. I think eventually everybody will just be able to use direct voice chat, but I think some games I guess might miss it. I'm not really sure, but either way, it basically just clears up what I was thinking a while ago. Back when I found out, there was 2 different things. When I found out about the USB headsets, when that got added in, and then also when they added in the whole Splatoon 2, like you could use headsets on Splatoon 2 like through the local LAN, like and you can use headsets and it worked. And then when they added in the USB support, I already knew it was like only a matter of time before like we see a game that just does it directly through. So
okay,
now it's here.
All right, cool. NX?
I was basically going to say the same thing as OJ. I think the app will just be to look at like stats on Splatoon and such, like you can already do. And then future games will utilize voice chat through the system.
All right,
I think it'll be both though. I think I don't. I like everybody has a companion app. Like Microsoft has a companion app. Sony has a companion app to where that you can do stuff and do different things. So I think that it's going to be like the same thing. Like you're going to be able to use the app for voice chat if you want to. Because I guess some people, I mean, if you already have like, let's say, like a pair of Bluetooth headphones, you can easily sync it to your headset and just use the app if you want to. If you don't want to have a wire connecting through there, or if you don't want to go by Bluetooth, I mean, because like it would have to be, you'd have to have right now the voice chat works that you'd have to have a wired headset going straight to your Switch, you know, unless you want to go buy like a new pair of headphones. But some people might already have like a pair of, and like I said, just an extra pair of Bluetooth headphones, unless they enable support to where you'd have it on there. Some people might, believe it or not, some people might opt to just use Discord or use the app for some reason or for one reason or another. So.
All right, cool. And Mama Mercy?
I think they're gonna give us both options. I really believe that the app has been tested over the last couple of months. But like, for instance, I have a really big living room, so I would have to run a mile of cord from my TV to my couch if I were to use like the head jack to do voice command. But my cell phone sits right next to me. I also think the app is for like when you're out and about. I don't think they want to tell people that, but I've heard reports that, you know, using the native voice chat can overclock the system if you're trying to play online undocked. So I think that's what the app's for.
Bandwidth wise, there's a couple issues that you can run into.
There's the magic word.
Yeah, bandwidth in terms of like playing online, battery, voice chat drains the battery. I mean, like it's just like you can also like for example, like use voice chat through your like on the Xbox or PlayStation and time it compared to not using it and like see how long the controller lasts. You know, it's gonna drain. Like if you use voice chat, it's gonna drain your battery no matter what. Like pretty bad. It's pretty good on there. So I think yeah, like I hear what Mama Mercy's saying in terms of it having an option like when you're not there, because having it through a separate device is going to free up bandwidth, and it's also going to make it to where the system doesn't die as fast. So power wise, so there's other options. Like there's other reasons as well.
Okay.
And everybody has their cell phone with them all the time.
Not all the time with me. I hide my cell phone when I want to get away from people. But I also think that they're also going to try to add text messaging towards the app. Like I agree with everyone saying it's going to be a companion app, and it's going to be able to do both. But there's going to be more of a support factor when it comes to the side app. In fact, if you guys remember I did a video about this stating that this is just a free trial. So we don't even get to see the full-fledged version yet until September, and Nintendo's not going to reveal their full hand yet. So that's why I feel as though what we see on the first end with the native voice chat and saying Nintendo can't do this, can't do that, I feel as though they're not going to give third-party companies more room for flexibility than themselves. So I feel as though Nintendo games are going to have the same functionalities as the other games and probably more. So, all right, we're going to go to the next topic really fast because I want to get into this E3, but panic button. I think that was the biggest thing that caught my attention this week, that Panic Button is working on a few projects for the Switch, actually. And I want to make this fun. What games do you think you could possibly see? And I'm going to go with NX on this one.
Obviously, like Wolfenstein Youngblood would be an obvious choice. Maybe Doom Eternal, but I don't know.
Okay.
Again, my mind goes to Bethesda projects right now because that's mostly what they've done, but we'll see.
Okay. OJ?
Bethesda projects, yeah, I'm thinking so like the Evil Within. I'm thinking some like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Evil Within. Potentially like I think there's one game where, like I said, I personally think I know what the game is, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't confirm it, but I do think that like, what if it was like something like Dishonored, like, you know, like that's a older Bethesda game that people don't talk about as much anymore after Dishonored 2 came out, which I think Dishonored 2, when did that come out? 2016? Yeah, something like that. I think something, I don't remember, but like Dishonored 1, maybe even going back to Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2, those games, maybe that comes up on the Nintendo Switch. I think that'd be a pretty cool game.
All right, Cool. Let me see. William. Well, William game. What do you want me to call you? I want to say William. I want to say William. What do you want me to call?
Just call me William. That's my real name. Just call me William.
Well, okay, cool.
All right. For me, I'll definitely agree with what both OJ and NX Revolution said with Bethesda projects. So that could range from obviously Doom, Internal, the next Wolfenstein, Fallout potentially. But if I'm trying to think of like something that's not Bethesda, I have to go as a wild guess and say GTA 5. Who knows?
Okay.
It's a wild guess, and I'm most likely wrong.
All right, cool. My Mercy?
I mean, obviously they've done a lot of Bethesda projects, so any of Bethesda games are obviously on the table. The other person I think it could be is maybe Blizzard, Hearthstone, or Diablo, possibly Diablo 3.
Okay. And the games I feel is like kind of like you guys, but like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Rage 2 actually, and the wild card guess for me will be like a Soul Calibur game. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because Panic Button, correct me if I'm wrong, they also did Rocket League, right?
Yes.
So that's why I'm thinking just outside of Bethesda, something like that you would see fully powered, but only Panic Button could get running on the Switch really well. So with that said, let's jump into E3. I want us to name 2 good things about the EA conference. Anyone? Any takers?
Were there 2 good things?
Yes, 2 good things.
No, I'm asking, were there 2 good things? Like, period.
Well, they started first and they ended.
I mean, I guess my one good thing is that they were the first one and we got them out of the way.
Yeah.
So I could enjoy resting.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I felt. Well, I will put the mic on you because you said that you have one thing.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. During the what's that one game with the? I like I said, I don't really follow EA that much because the only games I really care about is SimCity, but the last game was trash. But you know that that really interesting R-style shady game with like the black monster chasing the main.
Solitude.
SOS.
SOS.
Solace.
I really liked how the developer was actually genuine, and it was actually like in the way she tried to present her game felt very human compared to the rest of the whole entire press conference. Just saying. Because every time EA would announce something, it was just talk, picture, talk, really.
Okay.
Especially with Star Wars Battlefront. Like, Star Wars Battlefront is already made, and you couldn't show DLC for, like, the Clone Wars stuff. Only a picture of General Grievous. Come on.
Okay. And next?
So, yeah.
Oh, my bad. You have something you wanted to add?
No. It's pretty much that lady was genuine. That's my good thing.
That's fair. That's actually fair. And next?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to count the games that are not made directly by them, the ones that they publish, the Unravel 2 looked good as well. But again, this is EA we're talking about. I really take problem with EA's practices as of late.
I know how you feel about EA, so you. I'm just joking around, but you have anything you want to add to this? OJ?
Oh, did you say OJ? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were still okay. I thought you were just talking to NX.
My bad.
No, I don't have anything to add. They suck, and I don't care about their process. I have nothing good to say about them or any other developers or anything. No, I'm joking. The SOS game, that was pretty cool, but I mean, it's like, I don't buy anything that EA makes. So until I see a genuine change from the company, I have nothing good to say about them. I will say that if they ever make like a Mass Effect like remastered, I'll buy that.
Okay. All
No
right.
Dragon Age, no sale.
I bought Dragon Age's Inquisition from them, and I was like, I'm never buying anything from them again after that. So
Remastered in Andromeda's engine.
OJ, you want to fight?
no, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I'm not spending my money on anything from EA. They don't. EA doesn't care about us. I mean, most companies don't care about us, but EA really. I mean, EA lets us know that they don't care about us. Like at least hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least EA lets us know that they don't care about us, and they just see us as.
How about the loot boxes?
They're horrible. EA is horrible. He is a horrible company.
I think Dragon Age is still the only game I will buy from them, and that's because I'm infested. That's it. Just Dragon Age. And Dragon Age wasn't there, so it was horrible. It was an F. Big fat F.
I get
Dragon
it.
Age no sale.
F.
I think the only game that I would say I looked forward to was Anthem, and just the gameplay footage.
Oh yeah, they showed Anthem. I totally forgot about that.
I mean, the gameplay footage to me appealed to me, but the presentation of it was still trash. So there's that. But moving on from that, let's go on to the fun part, Microsoft. Now, Microsoft's presentation, in my opinion, was super dope. I loved it, actually. And I'm stressing the word presentation because just how they presented like rapid fire games, they went through like, what, 50 games? And just a whole bunch of other stuff. And they announced 5 new studios. So they had a lot to add to the table. However, what stuck out the most in this? Because we had a lot that we could look at. What stuck out the most to you in this whole entire presentation? And I want to start with OJ.
For Microsoft presentation, I was impressed at how they were able to finesse their way to everyone saying that they had like the greatest show ever. Like it was very intelligently put together. Mm-hmm. They held back certain things in order to announce them to make themselves look a lot better. They paid for quite a bit of promotion. So I was actually very impressed with how they put together the show. Even though a lot of it was kind of smoke and mirrors, a lot of the stuff is multi-plats, a lot of the stuff is not coming out till 2019 or no release date. They still have the same issue that they had before the show. I was very impressed how they were able to get everybody's attention off of that and make it seem as if they were actually going to release more first-party games, and there was none. So I was very impressed with just like the flow and how they put it together. The actual content in the show is, I mean, it was cool. Like, but at the same time, like I was impressed with the pace of the show. It wasn't a boring show to watch, but like when I look back at everything, I'm like, okay, like I think we somehow got finessed, but I got we did a good job of making me think that the show was so well
hoodwinked.
Like, it was so put together. Like I'm not like, okay, well, like everything was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they have tons of games, and then you look at the release list, and it's like, oh wait, no, it's just Forza. It's just Forza for the rest of the year. So yeah, it was good. It was good in that sense.
That Forza game actually looked pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
It looked good. I'm not a racing game.
Yeah,
but yeah, it looked cool.
It looked cool. Mama, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I'm pretty much the same way with OJ. Like the games I was excited about, I got on after their presentation and realized that they were multi-plat, and I was like, yes, I don't have to buy an Xbox. Because Skits was all like, we gotta get an Xbox. I'm like, was any of the games that we were looking for, like we wanted, were any of them exclusively for the Xbox? And that means I can't play them on my computer. Nope. I was like, yes, don't have to buy an Xbox.
Yeah, I'll say my thoughts. William?
Well, I'm a huge Halo fan, and Halo 5 was the biggest disappointment of my lifetime so far in terms of my gaming career of playing games. Halo 5, it just made me cry. I don't like it. But of course, seeing Halo Infinite / Halo 6, whatever you want to call it, it does give me that little peek of hope, but ever since Halo 5, I'm very doubtful. I'll keep an eye out since I do have an Xbox, but who knows, that might be a next-gen release or something. But in terms of other games, that Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, that game looked interesting to me. And overall, the presentation was well-paced. It showed a lot of games. Most of it was multi-plat in 2019 and feature releases. But it was well put.
Okay.
At least they took the Nintendo approach.
Yeah. And X, you have anything to add to that?
I mean, yeah, I thought it was really well-paced. And I think I said this last week. This was Microsoft's E3 to lose when we're comparing them to Sony. I thought they paced it really well. I agree with OJ on like the world premieres and the reveals and stuff. They really only revealed multiplats for the most part, but that does count towards the hype of the show in the moment. So I thought I give it probably an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, like in terms of pacing, you know, they did a really good job. And you kind of answered like the next question I wanted to ask, and this is still on you, is basically they were the underdogs of the show. You know, people were expecting Sony to show up. People were expecting Nintendo to show out, but they were expecting like Microsoft to fail. Like this, like you said, this was Microsoft's E3 to fail. They were on their last legs to really show first parties, and as OJ said, they basically finessed it to the point where we forgot all about that. So, in your opinion, because he basically said it, they did it already. Do you agree that they succeeded in doing that?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, you pretty much did across the board. I heard Mom Mercy said she agreed. It's like we pretty much like put the nail on the head on that. So, next question. Let's go down to the Bethesda show. Now, Bethesda, to me, I'm not the most invested in those games, but at the same time, it was still really interesting in seeing how they put together a show. It was for the small niche audience that they have. It was really cool for them, especially when they announced Doom Eternal. Now, my question to you is it likely, because it's showing more Nintendo Switch support, is it likely that we're going to see more Fallout games? Now, OJ and NX, you guys we already answered this, to be honest with you. Now that I'm thinking about it, we kind of already answered that question. I'm just going to skip that. We're not going to waste time.
Well, I got something to add to that. I think that's what Fallout Shelter is for. I think that's a little water tester to see how much Switch people like Fallout.
I think it's just something they just did, just cause. Like,
yeah.
It's two completely different experiences.
Yeah, it's like if you play Fallout Shelter is a mobile game in every bit of its way. You know what I'm saying in terms of how it works.
Pokemon Quest.
Yeah. I mean Pokemon, but I would even say Pokemon Quest. Yeah, it's definitely a mobile game too. But I mean, I just think that like I'm not sure if they said, okay, well let's. Like, okay, if they like this, you know, like Fallout Shelter, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, maybe they'll like the next Fallout. Like, the experiences are just like so different.
Oh no, I don't think we'll get the next Fallout, but we may get an old Fallout. But they're gonna see if it's worth porting over.
Yeah, I don't think that. What I'm saying is, I don't think they're using this as a litmus test for Fallout 3 because the experiences are way too different. It's like not even close. Like Fallout Shelter is a really weird micromanagement type of game.
Oh yeah.
You know, compared to Fallout is a third-person open world. You're out there. So I mean, if I don't think Bethesda's that silly to cage like, hey, did they download this free resource management gathering thing? Oh, if they like that, then okay, let's go ahead and let's port over. They're completely different experiences. So I mean,
it would be more like Skyrim. If they show more support for Skyrim, that'll open the door for Fallout.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I would think is like their games before. And how did Fallout do? How did not Fallout? How did Skyrim do? How did Doom do? How did Wolfenstein do? Like, okay, those did okay. Okay, then maybe we can continue going with this thing. You know, I don't, because like Fallout Shelter is just too. Have you played Fallout Shelter, Mama Mercy?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh man, I hope they don't gauge it based on that, dude.
Well, you know the going joke is that Nintendo fans don't know anything outside of Nintendo.
I did forget what Grand Theft Auto is, so maybe that's right, huh?
Did I mention Halo? Was that? I forgot what it was.
Forgot what that stuff is.
How is it?
Hey, I'm not the one saying this stuff, but I have been accused that you're a Nintendo fan. Do you even play any of the real consoles? I'm like, Switch is more real console than any.
We don't have Monster Hunter. We don't have Monster Hunter World. Come on, what's that?
We're not blaming you. I was just making it. I've heard that too, so I was basically just kind of stabbing back at that. You know, that's all.
I've seen people talk to others about that. Whoa, you're a Nintendo fan? What? You only know Nintendo games? Like I seen it from like social media, YouTube, and that kind of stuff, but no one ever said it to me per se yet.
Yet being a key word
Yes.
in that sentence.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go on to one of my favorite parts, Square Enix. I was disappointed and this is my fault. I'll admit it. I shouldn't have high expectations. I should have followed my rubric with Nintendo and not have high expectations for Square Enix. I was hoping that I would see something Final Fantasy VII related, mainly because it's been since 2015 since we saw the first trailer, if I'm not mistaken. They showed it 2015, again in 2016, no show 2017, no show this year. And right now, I'm starting to feel like Square Enix is starting to miss their opportunity to make other people care about this game as they did before. In fact, I will even go on a limb to say Cloud is keeping Final Fantasy VII relevant by being in Smash. But
I believe that.
Who wants to go ahead and take this first? My Mercy?
I think for Square Enix not doing one of these things for the last 5 years, I think it was okay. It was well paced. Again, they took the Nintendo approach.
Right.
They showed their games, and some of them we knew about. I don't know if there was anything new. There were a couple. There were a few new games.
Well, there was that Monster Hunter DLC with Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
There was that.
But I mean, they showed off some good games. But I think also with Square, the reason we didn't get a whole lot of Final Fantasy VII is because this was very Western based. This was all their
action games.
Their action, explosions, punch people in the face kind of games. That they didn't bring a lot of their Japanesey stuff over here, and the games they did bring are franchises they know they do well here, like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy 14, like things that already are established here. But that was a lot of their Western-based games. I noticed that watching through it.
So, William, want to take this next?
I didn't watch the press conference for Square Enix. All I know is that Final Fantasy wasn't shown, so that's all I can say. That's the one I.
That's fine. OJ, have anything to add to this?
Yeah, I think people went into a little bit like too high of expectations, which
guilty.
I was guilty too. It was so funny because I was trying to tell people like, why'd you guys go in with those expectations? And then I have like a picture of me with next to Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't take that angle. Because I was my thumbnail. So I mean, it's like I guess I was like fighting with myself. Like I always think that Square Enix is never my thing is Square Enix is never going to show Final Fantasy VII Remake, but then I always tell myself maybe they do show it. But I'm not surprised. You know, Square Enix has been doing this. I think that's the biggest thing is that I'm not surprised that Square Enix would have a show like this. I don't think it was horrible. They showed off their games. That was that. It was 30 minutes. It was short. I think the time that you spend is more insulting than what you show. You know what I'm saying? Like, since like if people are saying that Square Enix show was horrible, it was really short. They didn't take much of your time. You know what I'm saying? They took what, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was right to it. The pacing was good. You got to give it some points for that. Pacing was good. They didn't take much of your time. You know, and that was that. You know, so for me, it was an okay show. It was an okay show. Yeah, no Final Fantasy VII Remake, but they had Octopath in there. They have. Did they have the Woman's with You? I'm not sure if they showed that either. But whatever.
They showed like a quick trailer, like a quick run through trailer.
Okay, there you go. Quick run through.
Wasn't that Nintendo's?
No, that was right. That was Nintendo's. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. Well, technically they showed it, just not in their conference.
Either way, I'm more sensitive about my time than anything. So like the fact that it was short, and it was just to the point, and they just kind of just showed shows they already had. They didn't show one thing that I maybe was expecting was that what was it, like the Front Mission style game that they were gonna have, or it's made by the same people who made Front Mission, like the mech it's called like Last Survival. I forgot what it was called. That they showed off last year, but it didn't show up this year. So it was interesting that there was none of that. But I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, we know Square Enix at this point. Like, this is what they do. Like, look at Final Fantasy 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they've been doing forever. Look at Kingdom Hearts 3. So I'm not surprised by Square Enix having no shows and, you know, certain things. This is just what they do. But I also am not banking everything on E3. So I'm thinking, it's an okay show. They might show something at Tokyo Game Show. You know?
Okay.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, that was the only thing I think I was disappointed about with Square's presentation, is they showed the same trailer as Xbox.
I was just about to say that.
I was like, dude, this is your game. Like, we could have had 3 different trailers. We could have gotten 3 different worlds at E3. Like,
I was just thinking about that, actually. I was going to add it in as an extra question, but yeah, I was disappointed in seeing that myself. It's like, you lazily put that there, and it's at that point you just saw Microsoft the day before. That's a cue to leave the press. If you're watching it live, that's a cue to X screen and do something else. So like, oh, I've seen this already. So NX, you want to add to that?
I mean, they didn't really show anything all that new, but as like OJ said, it wasn't very long. I think it was paced pretty well. And I'll take anything Kingdom Hearts 3, so even if it's the same trailer, I don't care. I am so hyped for that game.
Okay.
And that, yeah.
No, you want to add anything more to that?
I mean, we got 2 trailers, so I count myself lucky, considering this game was revealed in 2013.
True. For me, like I said, for me with Final Fantasy VII Remake, I just feel as though the ship is sinking when it comes to that game now. It's been in development, what, 2 or 3 times already now? And like they had to restart the project over and over again. So them not showing up at E3 is making me concerned. But like OJ said, there is still Tokyo Game Show, so maybe we still may hear something before the year is out. It's only June, so that's the highlight of this, and that's the thing I want to take away from this E3, that it's only June. Like, a lot can happen in the next 6 months. We learned that last year on the Switch. But speaking of the Switch and going on to Ubisoft, is it just me, or is it that the Switch and Ubisoft, they really do great with crossovers? When we got Mario and Rabbids, I was pleasantly surprised. And now that we're getting Starlink and getting that Star Fox DLC, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty much hyped for the game. I'm going to get it day one. There's no other question about that. I'm getting that game day one because it feels like a full-fledged Star Fox game to me. I may be wrong, I'm just going by the trailers of what I'm seeing, but it feels like a new HD Star Fox game, and I'm pretty excited to see that. So, OJ, how about you take that one first?
Yeah, man. I mean, at this point, it's almost like it's a Nintendo exclusive, because that's the games you can play with Star Fox from the beginning to the end. So and there's exclusive missions. Yeah. So the fact that you can play with Star Fox from the beginning to the end has exclusive missions, but I mean, dare I say, man, this might be better than Star Fox. I mean, like, based on what I'm seeing here, I mean, I think this game might be better than Star Fox. Now we still have to wait. We have to watch it. I mean, the game has to come out and everything has to play. But based on everything that I've seen, it looks better than any Star Fox game that I've played. And I know, don't kill me in the chat, guys, but honestly, it does everything that you would think a Star Fox game should do. But it lets you do that throughout the whole time. I mean, it has upgrades, it has different parts that you can equip, like all the stuff that I've been saying Star Fox should do forever now. Like, it does all that. So for me, I'm really excited to play this one. So looking forward to it.
Nice. Mom Mercy?
Really quick before I answer, hey G5. Hey Son G5.
Oh, some people in the chat.
What's up, chat fellas?
Yeah, Ubisoft did really well. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about doing Starlink. I got sucked into the whole Skylanders game with my kids. That cash grab, so Starlink I had no intentions of getting it until Fox got on the stream, and then I was like, well, my kids want a Star Fox game. Star Fox is in this game. Guess I'm getting Starlink now.
Nice.
And then hubby saw it and he was like, Fox has never looked so good. Fox is his main in Smash, so he's like super jazzed for this. And I was like, oh wait, now I got 3 kids to make happy.
Go Nation. I feel you. And X, how about you, man?
Yeah, I honestly had no intentions of getting the game before Fox was revealed. But after looking into it more because Fox was revealed, it looks like a pretty fun game. I won't get it day one, but I'll probably get it
day one.
Get it later.
Get it day one. Do it. You have the Switch Joy-Cons as your avatar. No, I'm playing. But I feel you though. William?
Well, if we're just talking about the Starlink Star Fox crossover, that really captured my attention during that press conference. I'm not sure if I'm still gonna get it, because I'm already getting 6 games this year, and you know how that's gonna price. I have to get like there's a lot of games I want. If I start listening, it will take forever. But I'm pretty interested in the game, so I'll probably wait for they come out used or something, price drop. I don't know, but it's just me. You don't
Only
have to
6.
Yeah,
Only
only
6?
6.
Only 6 games you want?
I mean, unless you want me to have 7, I could do 7.
I mean, I think he means there's only 6 that right now he can afford to buy.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, I should
I know.
specify that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
I was
think
just
that
being
was-
kind of
But that's why I
sarcastic.
meant-
I think for me, my backlog of games is legendary right now. Like, I have so many games I started, I still yet to beat, and more new games come out. I'm like, hey, I should probably buy this game. And when you have the memory card to support all these games, it's like, so I'm getting Octopath. So that's another game I'm going to make sure to get through. That game's going to probably take priority over all my games now, especially after that demo. Shoot. So, anyone else have anything you want to add to that?
I do want to add to Ubisoft's conference this whole thing with going on with Beyond Good and Evil too. Like, I know there's some mixed reactions about getting like fan art and music into the game. People are like, so you're basically asking your fans to finish the game for you? Like, kind of curious how everybody else feels about that.
Not a huge fan, I'll be honest.
You're not a huge fan of what they're doing?
No, I'm not a huge fan of this trickle of Beyond Good and Evil 2. It seems to me like it's going to end up broken, or it's going to end up wonky, or with too many different mechanics built in. Like, I don't understand based on Beyond Good and Evil 1, not trying to say that they shouldn't make the game that they want to make, but based on Beyond Good and Evil 1, it seems like they're making this overly complicated, in my opinion, over the years that they've been doing this. Like, it's just, this game has been ridiculous, in my opinion, in terms of how they've been revealing it and all it is, but it reminds me of Square Enix to a point with some of the stuff that they've been doing. But at the same time, I mean, they're making the game that they want to make. They seem generally excited, so I don't want to crap on their, on their excitement for the game.
Okay.
I
William,
just like the game.
Well, for overall in the presentation, Assassin's Creed looked interesting. Beyond Good and Evil 2, my perspective on that is, as a big company, do you really need like that Kickstarter little help that you guys need to like finish up the game? And like it will give me the impression, like OJ said, that it's might be buggy. Like it will give me the false impression if it comes out and then afterwards, when is good and I get the wrong perception of it, then who knows? It could be misleading. At the same time, it could be a good game. Who knows? But at the current state of this, it might be like the next Final Fantasy where it's gonna take forever to come out. It might come out next gen. Who knows when? Oh, I broke my computer. Oops. But when the Beyond Good and Evil will ever come out? Is it coming out next year? Do we know about that?
No, we have no release date.
Yeah, like I said, it could be even next gen game likely.
okay.
But with what William said, I really want to go Spartan kick people off of ledges, like so bad. I just want to throw that in real quick.
Wait, for Assassin's Creed or Beyond
Yeah.
Good and Evil?
No, for Assassin's Creed, because
Okay.
it's Odyssey, and you're actually one of Leonidas' descendants or his kids or something. I just want to go Spartan kick people. Just Spartan kick.
And the screen, this is Sparta.
Yeah, just this is Sparta all over the place.
Classic memes. Yeah.
NX, I'm gonna ask you this from a game developer's point of view. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, actually, it can give off the impression that maybe, hey, like, we don't want to finish our game, so we're going to have you do it. However, as someone who almost my entire life has wanted to learn how and know how to make games, I think it's actually a really cool idea. Now, granted, I never played Beyond Good and Evil 1, so I don't know how that's going to affect the gameplay in the long run. But as someone who is studying game development and design now, if I was a fan of that game, to have the opportunity to contribute to that game sounds really cool to me.
Okay. Me personally, I really don't have an opinion too much on that because I see where it could work and I can see where it really can't work. So I'm really just gonna wait until I see more. until I can really say, okay, I don't think it's gonna work or not. But that's just me. And the $1 million question of the evening: who can tell me what Death Stranding is about?
I know. I think I know.
Go ahead.
I think that the visible creatures are like Mother Nature's, like I think this is a post-apocalyptic game. We screwed up Earth and we screwed up bad, and Mother Nature is fighting us back. Because if you watch the handprints when they walked, like plants were growing around them. Yeah. So I think like these are Mother Nature's minions, and like Mother Nature was like, I'm tired of you screwing up my planet, and started taking us out. Like, and only a few of us survived. And with the baby thing, this goes into supernatural stuff, but they said that babies and kids are way more susceptible to like ghosts and stuff than adults are, because they're more like open to things. So he's using the baby as a battery, because you saw him, he took the tube and like stuck it in his butt or something like that, and the little clicky thing on don't laugh at me, the little clicky thing on his shoulder started going off, and the baby was like watching it, and you could see all the black shadowy people. I think he's using the baby as a battery to see into like all the people who have passed, and they're bitter, so they're still stuck on this plane of existence, and they're attacking people because they want to be alive too. I don't know, dude. This is Kojima. I watched my husband play the same game 9 times, still have no idea what's going on in that game, so I'm trying to think outside the box here.
Yeah, I give up trying to figure out what he's gonna do with this game. I just said the game just has to come out at this point. Still no release date, but it has to come out.
I mean, it's Kojima. When it comes out, it's going to be a confusing masterpiece.
I'm way too old to be trying to decipher hieroglyphics and some stuff like that, like ancient
Da Vinci Code.
Kojima. I used to try to play Kojima's games and understand, but I'm not even gonna. I don't really feel like dealing with Kojima anymore in terms of his games. Like I'm down to watch other people play, and it looks cool. But I'm not down to figure out like what's going on. Like I don't want to use my mental energy to figure out what's going on with Kojima's games anymore. I refuse. So right. I'm going to be a spectator for that. Like I'm going to be like a Twitch spectator. I'll just sit down and let other people figure out all that crap for me, because I just like I've tried, you know, with the last one. What did I play? Metal Gear Solid 5, and the gameplay confused me because it's an open world stealth game. So I was already confused from the beginning. I was already confused from the beginning. It's an open world stealth game. That confused me. So from there, I was like, I think I might be too old for this. I'm not really sure. Like my brain's not working as good as it used to. So ever since that, I haven't played a Kojima game since then. But I do recognize he's a legend. It looks cool. I know there's going to be a lot of cool things that they do in the game. So I'm looking forward to other people playing it. But I'm not spending my energy trying to figure out what this thing is.
So what you're saying is you're too old for an M-rated game.
Yeah, right.
No, he's just too old to figure out Kojima. Like I said, I watched my husband play Metal Gear Solid 4 9 times. Still have no idea what's going on in that game.
Can't do it.
I needed I actually have the Metal Gear Solid 4 guide that tells you some stuff. I remember I got it for free when I pre-ordered it from Target. Back in 2000, what was it, 2008 or something like that? Back in 2008, you got a free Metal Gear Solid 4 guide, and I remember like looking at it and like playing the game, and I actually beat the game twice. It was the weirdest experience ever. Metal Gear, it's like you had to like remember Metal Gear Solid 4? You had to like install the game like in between like chapters. You guys remember that?
I turned the game off and stopped playing after that.
No, you gotta install the game. Like Snake is like smoking and stuff like that.
I stopped the game. I'm like, I don't got time for this.
So I would read a little bit up inside that guide up until that point where I was like, okay, what did I do wrong? So like the next time I play it, I can go through. But I beat the game a couple times, and yeah, it still took me I still had to read on the internet exactly what happened, like to put everything together. I had a general idea, but it still took me like I had to look up on the internet and say, oh, okay, and then ask my friends a couple questions who are really into Metal Gear. So yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that this time.
Not this time.
Well, I do have to give Metal Gear Solid 4 their props. I think the bad guy was named the Puppet Master or something, but he was in the second game, and you had to insert another disc during his fight. To see the pure panic during Metal Gear Solid 4 when he's all like, insert the next disc, and my husband started freaking out because there wasn't another disc. Priceless. like straight panic attack. He's like, "There's not another disc," and I was like, "Why don't you just try pushing the button?" And it's all like, "What? This all seems to be on one disc." I was like, "They're messing with you." I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. I thought we were gonna go to the hospital that day.
Oh man, William, you want to say something to that?
Well, internally Kojima's biggest project right now, which is Death Stranding, I'm pretty sure the game's just going to be quick time events, walking, talking, cutscene, action, press A to continue. Don't miss the A button. That's what it seems like, because the game seems like to focus on the story and the cinematic, based on what we've seen so far. That's my guess.
Okay. TG Lopez. That's a TG Lopez. That's what watching the chat. NX Revolution.
So TG's here?
I saw TG in the chat. What's going on, TG?
Hello, TG.
NX Revolution. What's going on?
No, like I said, I have no idea what's going on with that game.
I gave up.
I don't doubt that it will be good, because historically, Kojima's games have mostly been good in some way or another. But the story, you can take it or leave it.
Listen, when your dude pulled off his toenail, I was done. I'm like, nope.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
that's right. There's like a lot of scenes where I had to cover my eyes, like when the baby was inside him, like inside the mouth. I was like, oh no, I can't watch that.
I was like,
And then toenail, I was like, ugh, no, I can't watch it. It's too much for me.
I'd rather not cringe while playing my video games. I'd rather not.
By the way, Skits is in the chat, and he said Psycho Mantis is the bad guy I'm referring to.
What is going on, Skits?
Hey, Skits.
Love you, babe.
Oh.
Get back to work.
She's serious too. That's the funny part. Okay, so we're pacing good with time, so I want to go into Nintendo's E3 Direct. I'm going to start, before we get into Smash, what could they have done better? And my mercy is still on you, so go ahead.
I don't really know. I mean, Avidan, you came in the other day when we were talking about the guys in the Discord with this, Nintendo told us what our E3 was going to be about. They made it perfectly clear that it was mostly going to be about Smash. So I knew we were probably going to get 10-15 minutes of games coming up. Bam, Smash. Especially once I realized Sakurai was there. That boy doesn't like to travel. So if he's going to be there, they're going to make it worth his time being there, because he does not like to travel.
Exactly.
So I think it was good. They didn't waste a lot of our time. It was, games we already knew about. They're like, hey, they're still coming. Here's release dates real quick. We saw Fire Emblem, which, I was just running through my house screaming because Fire Emblem looks so good. And the people on the arena fighting, I'm like,
that game
everything
sick.
I ever wanted from a Fire Emblem game, tears. I'm super excited for the Xeno Blade Chronicle 2 DLC. I really need to start the game so I can play the DLC. I'm really excited for it.
Good luck. Well, you have enough time.
You've got about 150 hours in front of you.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of games that are about 150 hours in front of me.
That's if you do everything. If you just rush through, you get about 70 hours. 70 hours, give or take.
And then I'll just have this gaping hole of defeat that I didn't actually do it right.
NX Revolution?
I mean, could Nintendo have done better? I mean, the short answer is yes. Am I angry about it and complaining about it? No, because Nintendo has directs. Nintendo even said in their
E3
Direct that this is just a small portion of what we're working on currently. They basically told us, wait until later. Wait until next month, say, in fact. In the coming weeks and months, as Reggie said, we'll have more announcements. People need to stop worrying about it 100%. And just take what we got.
I just feel like people are not realizing that we get 4 E3s a year with Nintendo.
We really do. Sometimes more.
At least
4.
Yeah,
there was one year where they had a direct each month.
Yikes. OJ, you want to get on this?
In terms of what they can do better for non-Smash fans, they definitely could have cut back on the amount of Smash shown and input any number of things. You know, I don't know, maybe like Dragon Ball, put more on that, or put more on, show off a different game, whatever the case is. That's the only thing that I can think of. For myself as a Smash fan, I thought it was fine. But that's really the only thing, is that Smash is just probably they could have cut back on that for people who aren't as big into Smash.
Okay.
But like, once again, they warned us though that this was mostly going to be about Smash. Like with the Labo thing, they warned us that that was going to be for kids. People aren't listening.
The only thing, oh, go ahead.
All I was gonna say is I don't know how people can complain when we got this amazing Wii U port of Smash Bros.
Oh,
You're bad.
Yes, the almighty Wii U port of Smash.
You're bad.
Yeah.
You're bad.
This is a port. It's a brand new engine with new characters. This is definitely a port.
It's a port. I don't think people understand what a port is.
I don't think so either. Especially when it comes to fighting games.
Oh yeah, fighting games, people don't understand what a port is. So definitely.
I don't think people understand.
I mean, if people want to look at this game as a port, then every other Smash game is a port of the original one.
Well, I think the biggest issue with what people have said, and I think also if you read like the sorry to hijack the topic here.
Go ahead.
But,
take.
But I think that in the interviews of what Nintendo has done with Smash and why they showed so much of it, I think there is a direct relation to everyone saying that Smash is a port beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Because if you read, I've been reading the interviews, and they said we really wanted to make sure that we showed people this is a new game. We really wanted to make sure that we show people this is a new game. They're always talking about it being a new game. We wanted to make sure people show, like, I honestly feel that they really wanted to show that this was a new game in the direct because of what people were saying, because they said we really want to show people this is a new game. I think it would have been a bit short. Now, this is just speculation on my end, but I don't think they would have spent this much time if we didn't have a bunch of idiots saying that this is going to be a port. I think Nintendo was probably confused as to why people could, even before we even saw Smash, people were saying that it was going to be a port of Smash Wii U. Like, I thought, and Nintendo's probably thinking, why? How? What did we do for why people are going to say that this is, before we've even revealed our game, people are saying it's going to be a port. And then when they finally revealed the game and it was Inklings, a brand new character, you know, and a big CG trailer, and then there's going to be an invitational, like, people continue to, people push, big YouTubers, 100,000 viewers or 100,000 subscribers plus are saying that it's going to be a port, it's going to be a port. And even afterwards, there's still the same YouTubers saying, oh, well, there's half-truths and lying. So I think that's a direct result of that. But that's just my opinion, though. Based on what Nintendo's been saying, it does seem to me like they've been reading that people are saying that it's going to be a port, it's going to be a port, it's going to be a port. So they wanted to make sure that they spent plenty of time showing you different mechanics, showing you different things to differentiate itself from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So that's my thought on it.
All right. William?
Are we talking about Smash or the whole entire presentation for Nintendo's?
The whole entire presentation. What could he have done better?
Oh, that's right. How done better? That's right. Sorry, short-term memory for certain things. Overall, I think what they could have done is shorten the amount of time they spent of Smash Brothers and added maybe a couple extra first-party titles, because that's what everyone seemed like the complaint was. It was the lack of other games they were looking forward to, like Pikmin 4 and Animal Crossing. Those were the two most common games that people from the internet were complaining about. And if you're not really too huge on Smash, then this Direct would be huge of a disappointment, which I can understand that perspective. Overall, it was short, to the point. The pacing was good too, and I was so glad to see a normal, everybody separated Mario Party game. Like, no more everybody condensed to one vehicle. When I first saw it, I was like, woo, thank the Lord.
Dude, Mario Party is the real MVP of Nintendo's Direct. I am actually very happy about that game.
Oh, no,
that was a really good game.
I'm ready to bake some cakes that says sorry about what I said during Mario Party last night.
Oh, that's right. I've seen that before. And Fire Emblem looks really cool, especially when you go to like the combat scene. It shows like all the other people in the background fighting to give that dynamic the dynamic of utilizing the hardware, and it was impressive. It's really showcasing the Switch's power in that kind of sense, or like the scale, and then Yeah, Fire Emblem was impressive. I just wish there was Ike for 2 seconds, but it's a new game.
It's a new game.
It's a new game. It's not
for Ike in a new game.
Raiden Dawn or whatever. But
well, you know Ike's probably gonna be in it though, right? Like,
yeah, for Amiibo support likely, yeah.
Or like in all of the newer Fire Emblem games, you can play as a lot of the heroes. Like you can like buy them or whatever the case, or you can download them. Yeah. Like Fire Emblem Awakening, you can play as all the different heroes and stuff like that. And like Fire Emblem Fates, you can play them. So they'll probably have some type of thing to where you can.
Oh yeah, I was semi-joking about that because I'm a huge Ike. That's why I was saying like no Ike, no Ike, but no. Really, like when I saw that trailer, I was impressed by it because I was iffy because it was just like announcement. So now I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get it when it comes out next spring.
Okay, cool. For me, I feel as though they, again, objectively speaking, they could have cut down the time on Smash. If I said they could have done anything better, and they could have shown something about Yoshi, since that I hear an echo in the background.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Might be from me. Hold on, let me mute my mic. Let's see if it's me first.
Okay. But when it comes down to Yoshi, because Yoshi was actually, we saw a trailer for Yoshi last year, and it was set to release for 2018. Didn't see a trailer this year, and then we find out the Treehouse is delayed to 2019, and then no trailers for no dedicated gameplay footage for Dragon Ball FighterZ Into the Treehouse. So I felt they could have did that better if I was being objective. But do I feel it was a true mistake entirely in the real grand scheme of things for them to put Smash Brothers at the at 25 minutes long? No, because honestly, when it comes down to it, you took 25 minutes to showcase your holiday game, and that's another form of marketing in itself. Like, you're making a great selling point to make sure you could sell 5 to 10 million units in that same month, which to me is still pretty good in itself, because give or take, the Switch is, I'll say, let's just say plus 17 million. I can say plus 18 million, but let's just say because we don't know numbers yet, plus 17 million units sold as of right now, right? By December 7th, it could be very well at the 20 million route. So you get half the people who own the Switch to buy Smash. That's still a win in Nintendo's book. That's still a win. In the first month, that's still a really good job in my opinion. So, but while we're talking about Smash, who was your favorite character reveal for this new game that's built from the ground up? For anyone that's watching, because I saw someone in the chat said it's a port with a new rendering engine. So I saw someone in the chat say that. So for this new game built from the ground up, who was your favorite character reveal, and who would you like to see as a newcomer?
That person in the chat was joking, right? That was just a joke.
Oh,
I hope.
I'm thinking it was a joke.
I'm hoping it was a joke. I don't know.
Yeah, they said I was joking.
Huh?
I mean, it's the internet. Never underestimate people.
He was joking. My bad. Nintendo Examiner.
Okay,
my
good,
bad.
good.
My bad.
He's joking.
I haven't seen him. That's fine. Okay. Cool. But when it comes for me, my favorite character reveal was, I have two actually, Snake and Wolf, because they were two of my mains in Brawl. So I was happy to see them. But now that I've seen them come, and now that I've seen Ridley, I'm gonna say it. Everyone's saying it's impossible, but I'll be the one to believe. Goku for Smash. Goku for Smash. Goku for Smash. We need Goku for Smash.
I think all this lack of sleep has finally gone to Avidan's head.
How dare you?
He wants Goku in Smash. I mean, to be honest, if Goku wasn't Smash, I think it would be cool. It would be hype, right? If Goku wasn't Smash, it would, like, people would use him. It's not like it'd be like a bad thing. It's just people just don't find that Goku's just gonna be in there because it's Goku. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not...
I'd rather have Naruto in there.
Yeah.
It's Goku. I mean, all the anime characters. I don't think any of the anime characters are gonna get in. You know?
Yeah.
But what about
Actually,
all
let me
the
rephrase that. I want
Fire
just
Emblem
QB.
characters?
Just QB.
What'd you say?
And then I want Ridley and QB fight.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that'd be
That'd be dope.
Ridley's tiny. I don't care what anybody says. Ridley's so tiny that it's funny looking at how tiny Ridley is really tiny in the game. Like it's obvious. Like, you know, Bowser's like a lot bigger than what Bowser is inside the game, you know, but it's proportionate. But Ridley is so tiny in this game. It's funny. I think it's like a little, like, really hardcore baby Ridley that's in there fighting, because Ridley's supposed to be massive and Ridley's not. Ridley's about the size of Bowser in the game, you know?
Yeah.
So
he's Ridley Jr.
Yeah, it's definitely a Ridley Jr. Like, if you watch, like, if you play the Metroid games, to see Ridley that small
basically
is very funny. I think it looks funny, but it's so detailed though. Like, Ridley looks so detailed. It's like it's Ridley, but then it's like just a little tiny Ridley, you know?
That tail though, that tail's gonna be
Pocket size Ridley. Just take him with you everywhere.
even in the trailer, you can see how big Ridley is. And then when you see him in the game, it's like, wait a minute, what happened?
Look how big he is as a boss, as a stage hazard on the
Wii U.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right.
And people were saying he was small being a stage hazard.
Yeah, people were saying that he's kind of small, being that like he wasn't big enough in the stage hazard, and now like it's just like he's like contracted, and he's just like,
sprite.
oh man, it looks funny. But Sakurai had to put him in. I think I'm going.
He was
to
a running joke since Brawl, right?
What?
He was a running joke since we Smash 4, right?
I think there's one person that literally got this done, and that was Etika. I honestly feel Etika was responsible. Him and his fans were responsible for Ridley getting into. He literally affected Ridley getting into Smash.
Yo, dude broke his shelves.
Hey, I'm happy for him. I'm happy, dude. Like, to be able to get a character that you want because you're crazy, that's awesome, dude.
Dude, but Ridley street murdered Mega Man and Mario. I'm not okay with that.
No.
Did you see his reveal trailer?
Gotta make sacrifices to get what you want.
Straight up.
Sacrificed the biggest seller mascot though, so that was just a clone, an echo character of Mario.
Oh man, but this was cool. So questions for the chat. First of all, we're gonna run through some quick shots for the chat. We have 44 people watching. That is a dope a dope record for today. Thank you guys for coming through. So quick shots.
You guys are the real MVPs.
Lucina, what's going on? Lucina, Sean Diamond, what's going on? Chips, what's going on? I am super backwards. Should have did this from the beginning. Chips was good. Keiju Hero was good. Mr. Nickel was good. Nintendo Examiner, my bad once again, was good. T Belly was good. Hollow was good. And Grubby K9, what is good? Upper Nimbus, what is good, homie? Fire Blast, what is good? So everyone, your questions. Any questions, if you have questions for me or anyone in the panel, at their names, at my name, and we'll ask them on the air. We still got about another good 15 minutes before we're gonna close out. And most of all, make sure you hit that like button. Like, smash it. Like, smash it. Smash the like button.
Would you like to hear what any of the characters any of the rest of us were excited for?
Wait, what?
You told us you were excited for Wolf and
Snake. I was okay.
Snake.
If you really want me to go down the list.
No. But you did ask the other 4 people who they're excited for.
I did.
Oh, no, you started it and you ended it.
See. We got into the whole different. You know, my bad. So since you brought it up, who are you excited for?
I am glad that Lucina's there for my actual potato Lucina, because she really thought her character was going to get taken out of the game, and I'm really excited for Cloud for my hubby, because he also thought he'd be taken out of the game.
I thought he was too, actually. I thought
really excited, like it was everybody.
Too. My bad, guys. See, we got caught up in that one conversation. I thought we answered everything. My bad. Good. All right.
We get sidetracked in OJs too.
I would as well.
NX.
Yeah, this is not a fair question because there's a character who I mained in Melee coming back. There's a character who I played a lot in Brawl coming back. Plus, there's Ridley, who I've wanted in the game for almost 10 years. Young Link, I mained in Melee. That was my favorite character in Melee. Snake, of course, I was excited about that.
Man, I almost lost it when I saw Snake and Wolf. I was like, wait, what?
Okay, unpopular opinion, Wolf can stay out of Smash.
Why?
No, it
Bye.
can't because it's
Get
in
out.
Smash right
Get
now.
out. Get out.
Why would you?
Let's catch it.
What is a good reason for not wanting Wolf in Smash? Please
No,
let me know.
I say that sarcastically. It's not that I don't want him in there.
It's not a good joke. It's not a good
don't-
sarcastic, and it's not a good joke.
I don't care about Wolf that much. It's just my opinion on him. I never played him much, so
I play with Wolf better than I play with Fox. Much better.
I like Wolf more than I like Fox as well.
There were so many different combos you could do with his short hops were better. Everything was better with Wolf.
And I also like his blaster. If you were up close, it's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he has like that knife on his blaster.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that. I mean, Wolf is cool. I love Wolf.
His
can't wait
reflector was really good.
they did say his moves were enhanced though, so I'll wait to judge him in this game.
I love Wolf. Wolf is a great character. Oh
Isn't
no, he's
Wolf
actually not
way
a
more
great character.
aggressive
He's
than
not that-
Fox.
What happened?
I mean,
Oh.
go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering. I've heard that Wolf is just way more aggressive, or is more like if you're a really aggressive player, you're gonna like Wolf over Fox because Wolf is for aggressive players.
Yeah, he is. But you saying something, OJ?
First of all, somebody said Wolf. Wolf is definitely not trash. You gotta finesse
Wolf
people.
is trash.
I think Wolf is going to be good in this game because there's a couple things that made him not good in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I mean, the fact that there's like ledge hogging. In this game, there's ledge trumping, so his shorter recovery is not going to be as big of a problem in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to using Wolf. I like his tilts. I like his smash. It's like a 2-part smash hit, like in terms of what he did back in Brawl.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to using Wolf. I like Wolf a lot more than I like Fox. So and Falco, even though Fox and Falco were better than Wolf and Brawl, but I think that they can balance them out. And just like it's about playstyles, right? It's about playstyles. I mean, like there are characters that are better in the game, but that doesn't mean you're going to be better with them.
Exactly.
You know, that just means that they're better. You know. So.
Oh, burn!
Yeah, it's the truth.
It's the truth. I mean, no, like, Bayonetta is the best character in the game.
Broken.
Yeah, she's the best character in the game, at least Smash 4. Am I going to be as good with Bayonetta as I am with Sheik? No, because Bayonetta doesn't fit my playstyle. So it's one of those things where, yeah, she's the best character in the game, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you're going to use her as well if it doesn't fit your brain chemistry in terms of what you like to play. Like if you're a Samus, if you like the zone, or if you don't like the zone, you're probably not going to be as good as Samus because you have to charge up your beam and shoot missiles and zone out. So that's the thing. You got to pick what's good for you too.
Okay. What about you, William?
Well, first off, I'm glad that all my mains are back. Really, from pretty much all 4 Smash games, Mario, all the heavies, Ike, of course. So I'm glad about that. And then Snake was a really big surprise because my cousin only liked to play Brawl because of Snake. So just having him back for like family play is gonna be really fun for me again. But I'm actually more happy about some of the stages that are coming back. My favorite competitive stage from Melee, Yoshi's Story, love that map. When I saw that come back, I was like, yes. I actually got more excited about that than all the character reveals.
There's like 66 stages, right?
I heard it's 80 now.
Like
It's
80.
85
Good
plus.
grief!
Yeah.
And especially the fact that we have to unlock a lot of them. Good luck with the grind, guys.
I'm not
You
gonna
What'd
have
you
to
say?
unlock characters and the stages, maybe.
They said they're going to streamline it, though. They said it's going to be streamlined. So I'm thinking that that's going to be like, okay, well, that means there's going to be some type of story mode or something that you can play through,
Right.
Who knows? Maybe, yeah.
That's what I
But
have kids for.
So for me, I'm really, as you guys know, I'm a Kirby main. I'm happy they gave him back his Fireball Dash.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big plus for me. And I noticed something else. OJ, maybe you can confirm this to me. Cloud can do lightning now.
Yeah, but that's true. He does have some type of lightning attack, but also his limit is kind of trash now. His limit, it's like it lasts for 15 seconds,
Oh.
and then it disappears.
His limit only lasts for 15 seconds now.
Ew, he got
run
nerfed.
away when it happens.
He got nerfed.
So no more limit camping, like no more charging up limit and just striking the fear of God in people's eyes. Like, because Cloud can kill it limit like at any point. Like he can do
Finishing touch. Yeah, finishing touch. You got cross slash.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. His blade beam can kill off stage, like so. No more like doing that, and that's the thing that I'm most happy about. I think they're gonna buff him though. I think his normals are gonna get buffed because of that. So
Okay.
we'll see after wait and see.
He's already fast, and we don't need him to be faster.
Like
No, I think a swing from that sword's gonna hurt more.
especially in one player mode. But this we could talk about Smash all night, and I don't want to keep us for too long because I don't want to keep you guys over for what you guys. But T Dude has a question: who was the best performer at E3? Andrew WK from Bethesda's conference, some dude playing the flute from Sony's, or or Kirk Hope from Ubisoft?
I'm gonna go with the guy who's playing the flute from Sony.
I'm gonna go with him too.
Well, I actually watch a YouTuber called Gaijin Goomba, and he says that instrument is actually a native Japanese instrument, and it is super hard to play.
I believe it.
It sounded like saved my life, but
it sounded like it took a lot of air to play. Like you could actually hear, like that's a really strong woodwind for him to get that much air out and do it consistently for what, 5 minutes? Could he play for like not 5 minutes? He played for about 2 minutes though. He played for a pretty long time, so good breath control. I'll give him that.
Yeah, according to Gaijin Goomba, that instrument takes years to master. So
I'm gonna give the
guy.
I'm gonna give the Rage concert, Rage 2 concert for the win for me.
Okay. That was actually kind of hilarious when I saw that.
He was like going. I was like, this guy's awesome. I want to be this guy when I grow up. So I'm gonna go.
You already got that one.
He was like, yeah, party, and all the nerds in the crowd were like, rock on. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rage guy.
Okay. We're taking any more questions, guys. Take questions for about another 7 minutes, guys. So any more questions for the chat? While we're in here, let's just talk about. I'm just gonna say it. I didn't like Sony's press conference, y'all. I like the presentation. The games were okay. I didn't like the presentation. It didn't do much for me.
Yeah, I don't think they really need to do for The Last of Us 2, make their sitting area look like the barn that they're having the dance in, so they can have a 10-minute shuffle everybody back to their main room for the rest of the conference.
I mean, like in concept, that was cool, but I felt they should have just continued the actual conference in that same setting. That would have made
exactly.
It would have made more sense.
I personally feel that if you're gonna do that, it needs to be a pre-recorded show. It doesn't need to be live, because then you could have cut out the transitions. Then you don't need to have them talk. Like they had a panel. Talking. Like I don't see how people are gonna sit here and say that is what they like. Oh, Sony had a great. Like, is that the format you guys want? Is people talking on a panel while live audiences shuffle between two auditoriums or whatever the case is? Like that's stupid. That's just stupid in my opinion. That's stupid and wasting our time. And so I'm like buying time by saying, oh well, we are gonna put New Game Plus in God of War. Like what? What? Oh, okay. Little John. What? Okay. Anyway, so is that what they're gonna do? So for me, like I thought that the format was horrible, and next year if they're gonna do that, I like the idea, but make it a pre-recorded show, so you can cut out all that crap. So you can cut it. That show should have been what, 20, 30 minutes maybe, something like that, 30, 40 minutes. I mean, I think it was like an hour. There's no need for that show to be an hour. We were waiting forever. They spent 6 to 7 minutes waiting. Yeah, like waiting on intermissions and stuff. So yeah. I actually timed it. It took 17 minutes to present and get through The Last of Us, 15 minutes to get through that intermission. So it was over 30 minutes before we got back on stage, and the dude was playing on stage, more music. Then we see Ghost of Tsushima. And then it's like, and it took about 40 minutes for them to show a game with an actual release date, which to me, I'm like, that's unacceptable. If you're at E3, you're gonna just show. I'm like, okay, but at least give a year. You know, Control gave the year 2019. Only games that had actual release dates were Control, Resident Evil 2, and Kingdom Hearts 3, and they're all 2019 release dates. The only game that's coming out this year is Spider-Man, which is a game we saw back in 2016. So I'm like, me personally, I couldn't objectively give that a pass. That's just me. I mean, I don't mind how long they spent on games, because people are obviously saying like, oh, I mean, they spent 17 minutes or whatever, or 15 minutes on The Last of Us, you know, and they spent a guy playing a banjo beforehand. I mean, I don't think that, I don't see why people are trying to say Sony had this amazing conference. They did it. They honestly did it. It was the form or the format. If you're talking about like everything, like the games were okay, but the format was just horrible. That's the worst format that I've seen for an E3 since Nintendo's 2015 Direct, which just had a really wonky, weird format. It's one of the worst ones that I've seen in terms of format wise. It was horrible. It was not good. Like that was not good what they did. It should have been a pre-recorded show if they wanted to do all that crap. They could have got everybody in, everybody out. They could have easily cut to the next thing. It could have been, you know, just like where they just, it could have been that. I don't think they should have done what they did. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's not like I don't go in with these crazy expectations for Sony and Microsoft either, because I honestly feel that they've all had pretty bad conferences for a while now, because we just get a lot of empty promises at a lot of these conferences. You know, like we're still waiting on their game of the show winners. You know, where's Final Fantasy VII? Where is Kingdom Hearts 3? I mean, I know Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out next year, but we're still waiting on the games that they won E3 years ago with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just my opinion on it. So,
okay.
I will say that was the one thing I loved about the Sony conference, though, was the brand new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer.
That was dope.
With Pirates of the Caribbean, because I love that movie, but I really would have rather seen Square Enix show that off, considering it's their game.
Not when they hand you a couple $1,000.
I know.
Here's
like,
a prize.
I don't think Square Enix.
Yeah, just have some. Let's
I know. Take this. I think Square Enix is absolutely fine with what they did there.
Well, I'm sure they are, but still, that would have been nice to see at their own press conference.
So
I mean, I know why Sony got it, but
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Well, for me, I really like the fact that I'm not saying all, but some people enjoyed the PlayStation conference more than Nintendo's, which you can if you really did. But I like the fact that they weren't too mad about Last of Us lasting X amount of time versus Smash Bros. Lasting quite a bit too. And they really like, it was a couple of people I saw on social media, on Twitter. I was like, where's the consistency right there? How come you're okay with one game right here being shown off for so long, but this game isn't? Like, no, come on. Be consistent with your beliefs and thoughts. So it was really weird that...
And your 17-minute transfer period.
No,
Yeah.
wait, but Nintendo is doomed, and they are for kids.
Yeah, they're always doomed, and all the games are rated CE for negative 50.
I think we're going off topic a bit, but I think that basically what it is that it's based on what you like. If you really like Smash Brothers, I mean, like all the Smash Brothers players that all went to E3 and like, what are they saying? This was the greatest E3 ever. You know what I'm saying? Like all the competitive Smash Brothers players are happy with what Nintendo did at E3.
Yeah, but
so
if
I
you're
think
looking for more like Animal Crossing, yeah, you wouldn't really be too happy about it in that kind of sense.
It just really depends on what you like. If you're not into The Last of Us, then obviously a 17-minute video on The Last of Us isn't the best thing in the world, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. So
is there any more questions, or are we done with questions?
yeah, I was looking in the chat to see if there any more questions, though, but there really isn't. So we're gonna wrap it up with outros here. So this was a great show. I thank all we've having you guys on. Mama Mercy, why don't you go ahead, shout out your channel and something that you're working on next, if you're working on anything next.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Mama Mercy Gaming. You can just do YouTube/C/Mama Mercy Gaming. You'll find me. I'm gonna be starting a new series soon.
Ooh.
Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles.
Ooh.
Because I had a friend send me a copy of that game, so I'm gonna play it.
Nice.
So we're gonna be switching between that, Cat Quest, and Blossom Tales.
Nice. Awesome. Everyone, their channels are in the description, so make sure you go check that out. I'm gonna put their channels in the chat so you guys have a link to those too. So this is Mama Mercy's channel. Make sure you go check her out. X Revolution, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead, shout your channel out and what you have coming up?
Channel name NX Revolution. I'll be covering mainly on Nintendo, to be honest. If there's a Sony or a Microsoft game that interests me, I'll cover it. I'm hoping to start working on news videos next week. Right now, I've got a reaction video up to Smash Bros. Ultimate, so go and check that out.
Pretty good reaction though. Joe actually saw it.
I hate my voice so much.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's like the key word. Let's go. That's all I'm gonna say. The key word of the entire thing. Let's go. I was like, this dude. I said, when you said you made Young Link, I was like, I knew it. OJ, man, shout out your channel, bro. Thank you again for coming by too. Putting your channel.
Yeah,
in.
no problem. No problem. Thanks for having me. You know, on my channel, the link there. I do weird videos on news, so you guys could come check out my channel, watch my news videos. I do let's plays on certain games, just to play the Octopath. So I'm trying to get into like Hollow Knight. So I think I'm probably gonna do like a live stream for Hollow Knight sometime soon. Tomorrow we have PE Arena, so I know some of you guys will be there to play some games. We got Paladins and Fortnite, so if you want to play some Paladins and Fortnite, stop by tomorrow. You can find out all the details and stuff like that. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's it. Just check out my channel. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Thanks for coming by. And we am Gamer.
Hello everybody, I'm WingGamer55. The next videos I'm going to be doing is more video game live streams, but I am currently planning on the discussion-based video. I haven't decided because there's so many ideas I want to talk about, and there's limited time, so I'm like really thinking about it right now. So if you just like just a calm live streamer that just talks about games and has a with a kitty right here, then I'm the go-to channel.
Okay.
Dude, your cat looks like he's gonna murder us.
No.
All cats look like that.
He is staring straight into my soul.
Yeah.
Should we be scared? That's the question.
Look at this. See, he's friendly. Doesn't even attack me.
He's thinking about like we're competition for his channel and that he's gonna strategically take us all out. Yeah, you see how much he loves his guy? Yeah, that cat's thinking about how to take us all out.
No, he likes all my friends and allies.
Uh-huh.
I promise.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you all for coming through my panel. Thank you guys for holding this show down with me. Made the show really fun. This concludes episode 3. Hope you have a great night. My late night crew, I will be live streaming again within the next 30 minutes, so stay tuned for that. We'll be playing Fortnite and Overwatch tonight, so make sure you come by for that. Have some fun. If you're going to bed tonight, have a good night's rest and have a good weekend as well. This is Avidan and the whole entire crew. We're out.